Going on, guys? It's really difficult for me to make a video on this subject because I'm not an expert, but I just came out of a company who had a big luncheon and wealth advisors were there, and they were talking about pension plans and saving and their matching benefits. And I thought, you know what? As a small independent electrician, no one ever did that to me. I never had anybody come and hold my hand, and all I'd have maybe salespeople knock on the door, but no one really guided us. So I wanted to give you my background of what I've done quickly, because I know you don't want a long video, because I could talk for hours on this subject. I love money. I love wealth management. I love watching my accounts grow. Now, the first tip I'm going to say, and I'm really ticked off about it, and I just learned about this yesterday, which is another reason I'm making the video, is my Vanguard account, because I do have a couple of different companies, for wealth management, Vanguard being one of them. Well, Vanguard was using their low interest settlement fund for my cash settlement account, if you guys know what that means. So in other words, any extra cash, either from a dividend or a capital gain or a distribution, any cash will settle into a money market fund. And unless you select federal money market fund, you're giving up 2 percentage points. So if anything, if you guys want to just get off the video right now, go to your Vanguard account and make sure your cash settlement fund, I don't care how small it is, even if it's $1 in there or nothing in there, eventually it will. It'll settle in there for a little bit. Why not get the maximum return? So if you log into your Vanguard and you can actually select the federal money market fund, it jumps from 3.5 to like 5.3% as of this recording in early June of 2024. Now, I am just an electrician. I am not a financial expert, advisor, nothing. I'm just a friend, a father. I'm just trying to give you information. And I want to talk to you guys that are just 1 or 2 people. If you're a bigger company now, thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe and look for more. But I'm going to continue now talking to the very smallest of the small contractors. Guys, there is an amazing tool out there. And you can do this again with Vanguard. Vanguard's not paying me because, look, I just bashed them because of what they did to me. But I do like Vanguard. And what they have is a SEP IRA, self-employed pension, right? IRA. What does that mean? That means that you can put up to 25% of your gross sales in that SEP IRA tax-free. You don't pay tax on it. It stays in there and it grows tax-free. And then when you're my age, well, I'll soon be 59 and a half, and I can't believe it because I was just like you guys. I was your age too, guys. And now I'm able to, in a few months, pull from this same account without a penalty. Now, it's the same kind of rules as a traditional IRA per se, where if you take it out before 59 and a half in the United States, you get a 10% penalty. And of course, you have to pay, ordinary income tax bracket, which could be quite high. But if you manage this tool, could you imagine? You can put away up to $69,000 or 25% of your gross sales. So if your gross sales are whatever, 25% you can put in there. And I've done that many, many times. And it's been a great tool to see that grow. And one of the best things about the SEP is you don't care about the day-to-day market, right? You put that money in there and you just allocate it into a nice fund, either the S&P 500 or a growth or an income fund, and you let it sit. And that is your engine. You never touch it. You just let it keep spitting out money. Every day when you wake up, there'll be money on your bed from sleeping overnight because of these funds. So, my 2 tips for you are, go to Vanguard. Make sure your settlement fund is the federal settlement fund, and open up a SEP, a self-employment plan. Now, there is a catch to the self-employment plan for the larger company. So if anybody who's got more than a few people or just yourself that are still here watching, thank you. But you have to match with all your employers the same percentage, okay? So let's say you made $100,000 a year, this rough number, and you take 25,000 of that right off the top and you put it into a SEP, okay? You don't have to pay tax on that money stays and it will grow. But now if you have an employee, let's say you pay your employee $10,000 a year, just making numbers up, you have to provide them $2,500. You have to give them 25% of their gross earnings also. So there is a caveat. It's not meant to leave any man behind. That's why I'm speaking to the small guys out there. I don't want to speak to the bigger companies out there because it might not make sense, or you might not be able to do 25% withholding for everybody. But if you're small, you can do it yourself. Now you're saying, Garrett, who's even thinking about saving money right now with interest rates so high? I can barely afford my car. I can barely afford... Well, that's because you're not either liking and following me, or you're not listening to some of the good advice you're getting from experienced experts. You're looking at younger guys that are just trying to make videos, trying to get monetized, just trying to throw up content. I am too. But I try to put some substance behind it, okay? I try to put truth and facts behind it. So I am not an expert. I am not a financial advisor. You need to go and talk to your own accountant, your own people. But remember, time is on your side, and you will, God willing, get to my age and older. And you will thank me for making this video, because even if you do it for 1 year, let's say you're really successful for 1 year, and it's just you and your son, or you and your wife, or you and one other guy, and you could put away that $69,000 in early on your career and forget about it. Could you imagine what that will grow when you're my age? And that's the whole point of this video. Guys, it's Garrett Henderson. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like this kind of content, I'm making content for the small, independent electrical and contractors nationwide. I will see you on the next one.